Okay, now comes the marketing plan. Marketing plans are very complicated, and I know you guys have all had marketing principles, so this is basically how the potential consumers will find out about the product or the service. In the content, we start with the introduction, what the marketing plan is. Okay. Then we have a discussion of the research. What kind of research was conducted, how it was conducted, and if you have some major sources, that's good. For example, if you use some pre-established database or something like that. Next, we talk about the industry. We talk about what growth stage the industry is, any figures or facts or numbers about the industry. Is it growing? Is it stable? How many other people are in it? So on. And the organization's potential and demand and trends in the industry. Next, we'll talk about the market. Sometimes an organization will have several types of customers. You want to talk about the most important ones. In here, we're going to talk about the demographics, the consumers, their age, gender, social class, blah, blah, blah. If your market is primarily businesses, you'll want to talk about industry, firm locations, how many there are, price preferences, so on. You'll do psychographics, and these are subjective assessments of their mental processes and how they feel and think about products and services and how they act. Then we do the 4 Ps. Let's start with product. Talk about the features and the benefits of the product from the customer's point of view. What are the benefits? What makes the product or service better? What is the product's competitive advantage? But again, this one is separated from the products and services section of the plan. This one talks from the customer's point of view. Talk about the conceptual promotion, brand positioning statements, value propositions, perceptual maps. Also talk about after-sales services. Are you going to provide installation, delivery, warranties, those kinds of things. Next is place. In this section, you're going to talk about your physical store, your theme or layout, if you're going to have a physical place. The depth of your comments on place may require that you put in some kind of an appendices. If you have maps, pictures of your website, layout, store layouts, and anything, that should all go here. You want to discuss your location from the customer's point of view. Again, convenience, parking, lighting, blah, blah, blah. Any distribution channels. How are we going to sell this to the public? Retail, direct order, web, wholesale, personal selling, those kinds of things. Promotion. We want to talk about the advertising mix. What advertising mix the organization should use. Should we advertise in magazines? Should we run commercials? Should we be on the radio? Should we put up billboards, just flyers? Those. And how much money for advertising. You need to justify the amount and allocate it to the advertising mix. If it's listed as a flat rate, then you only need to list it, like $5,000 a year. Then you only have to list it once. But otherwise, create a 5-year plan because you're going to need it later for your financial statements. And finally, price. This is, again, from the customer's point of view. Compare them to competitors' prices. Discuss the importance of the price of the customer. Is price the most important thing to your customer? Is it a heavy factor, or maybe is the service that you provide more important? Then we're going to do the competitor analysis. You're going to write a section here about who your competition is. List your names, location, and products should all go in the appendices. Why do you feel that these are your competition? Discuss your key success factors. Which ones can give you a competitive advantage? And then what opportunities and threats are posed by your primary competitors? Be brief. Your details can all go in the appendices. And then finally in here, you're going to do a 5-year sales forecast. You're going to talk about what assumptions you have, like there's going to be a 3% growth every year, or the first 2 years are going to be very slow, and the 3rd year, 4th year, and 5th year are going to experience additional growth.